Hello everybody, my name is Gerald. I am a certified TEFL teacher. Welcome to my channel. My topic today is the passive voice. Here is a simple definition of the passive voice. In the active voice, the action is performed by the subject. In the passive voice, the subject receives the action. For example, the dog has bitten the man. The object of the active verb, the man, becomes the subject of the passive verb. The man has been bitten by the dog. The following table illustrates this clearly. The subject of the active verb, the dog, bit, which is the active verb, the object, the man. In the passive form, the man becomes the subject, was bitten is the passive form of the verb, and the dog, which was the subject of the active verb, now becomes the object and is known as the agent. Note that the agent is placed in a prepositional phrase. The passive tense is formed by using the verb to be in the same tense as the active verb and adding the past participle of the active verb. A cat scratched the girl. The girl was scratched by a cat. A cat is catching a bird. A bird is being caught by a cat. This table shows the active tenses and their passive equivalents. I will just go through this slowly. I'm not going to read it. You can pause the video for yourselves and read this carefully at your own pace. And if I go on to the second slide, you'll see the remaining active tenses and their passive equivalents. Okay, we'll move on now. So why use the passive voice? If the speaker is not sure who did something, or it is not necessary to identify the doer, then we can use the passive. We can express a neutral tone with the passive. The passive voice focuses more on the recipient of the action rather than the doer. Note, in contrast, the active voice is more direct, more dynamic, less dull and bureaucratic, and is shorter. Let us look at more examples. Somebody has stolen my car. My car has been stolen. We don't know who stole it, or it's not important. Smoke filled the room. The room was filled with smoke. Some sentences may have two passive forms, as shown on the next slide. Someone gave him a cat. So we could say he was given a cat, or a cat was given to him. The first construction is the more normal. Active interrogative verbs in questions about an object become affirmative in the passive. What did they steal? This is active interrogative. What was stolen? Passive affirmative. Let's look at some further examples. With infinitives, they asked me to go with them. I was asked to go with. So we have the infinitive to go. With gerunds, she remembered them taking her to Windsor Castle. She remembered being taken by them to Windsor Castle. So we have the gerund being. That completes this presentation. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again. See you again soon. Goodbye.